The Isle has many dinosaurs in its ridiculously bloated roster. Some are good, some are bad, and the rest are depressingly useless. Baryonyx, fortunately, is one of the good ones. It shows us that at least sometimes, the Isle devs know what they're doing. So what makes Baryonyx so good, and how do these things make it viable for the Isle? For starters, Baryonyx is slated to be released relatively soon. Of course, this is the Isle soon, so it really means within your lifetime probably. This is a good thing for a multitude of reasons. Baryonyx is about the same size as Ceratosaurus and Carnotaurus, without being a direct competitor to either. It isn't too powerful for the herbivore roster either, and is overall a rather unproblematic addition from a bouncing perspective, at least at this point in the game. It will also serve to flesh out the semi-aquatic niche, which is currently occupied by massive dinosaur-eating crocodilians and a goose. The semi-aquatic playstyle is something I'm very excited for, as it opens up a lot of unique gameplay situations and methods of hunting, evading, and living in general. Why play a walking simulator when you could play a walking and swimming simulator instead? Baryonyx is unique, in that it is small enough to differentiate itself from the likes of Spino and Dino, but isn't so small that it will be treated as fodder for everything else in the game. I imagine that Barry would be able to survive an initial attack from pretty much anything, and could get away if it was smart enough and reacted fast enough. This doesn't mean it's invincible though. An adult Deinosuchus shouldn't have a problem catching one if it's sneaky enough, and the Barry is oblivious enough. Bounce is about giving both sides a chance, and I think Baryonyx will do this well. What truly makes Baryonyx stand out in my opinion is the way it looks. It's beautifully well made and really captures the magic of realism mixed with some creative flair. Afterthought is great at this when they really put in the effort, and Baryonyx is one of their best examples. It communicates its tough demeanor with its crocodilian scales and thick head shape, while staying true to its real anatomical design. This kind of visual storytelling isn't as clear with fully realistic designs, but is a wonderful way to help players choose which animal to play as. Baryonyx gives the impression of punching above its weight, similarly to Ceratosaurus, while also being mostly peaceful and slowly meandering through rivers and streams hunting fish. It's a unique dynamic that I think will appeal to a lot of players. I've seen a lot of people get angry at certain creature design changes from the Legacy Isle, such as Alberto, Acro, Giga, and Spino, but I've never heard anyone complain about the changes to Baryonyx. The old one was quite frankly ugly as sin, and didn't at all capitalize on the behavior of real Spinosaurids. It was just your average mid-tier carnivore with an especially goofy run animation, and no one is particularly going to miss it. If you couldn't already tell, Baryonyx is my most anticipated addition to the Isle, and for good reason. I know I'm not alone in saying that, and I'm glad that this well-designed creature is bringing a ray of hope to an otherwise gloomy year for the Isle. My favorite thing about this animal is its adaptability. It can fish, it can hunt prey on land, or ambush prey from the water. It can intimidate predators, and most importantly, it can scratch at trees. I don't know what for, but it seems kinda cool nonetheless. I especially love that it can rip Omniraptors from its back and toss them down to hell where they belong. Overall, I have nothing bad to say about this guy, other than the fact that it may get overshadowed by Suchomimus when it gets introduced. However, I'll have a video coming soon talking about why the addition of Sucho is a mistake anyways. Baryonyx is more than viable in Evrima, and will join Tenontosaurus as my favorite playable in the game, assuming they don't mess it up when it releases. But for once, I'm quite confident that the devs will stick to this design. I love being able to compliment this game when it does a good thing, and I think we should strive as a community to praise and encourage these designs more often. As always, thank you so much for watching. You're wonderful, and have a good day, bro.